Now let's talk about Spring interviews question part one. So the first question is different between the Spring framework and the Spring Boot. So Spring Boot is part of Spring framework. The Spring is lightweight framework that provide robust programming configuration models for Java-based applications. The Spring Boot is a Java-based framework that is based for creating standalone and the Spring-based application in a short period. The second question is most people always ask this question: advantage of Spring framework, of Spring Boot. So the Spring Boot provide auto configuration, so it's very important. It's the main feature in the Spring Boot to automatically set up Spring application based on the dependency present in the class path, or I would say present in the YAML file or POM file. So Spring Boot is well suited for developing microservices due to its simplicity and the lightweight nature. So it's good for the microservice. Microservice is really big topic. So I also prepared this interview, microservice architecture interview question. Now starter dependency is simplifying the dependency management process by providing a set of predefined dependency for various functionality. So Spring Boot application can be packaged with embedded server, which simplify deployment and testing like Tomcat server. The Tomcat server is the embedded server, so we can change it to any other server like JD something. And also Tomcat server is part of web starter dependency. So if you want to change this one, you must be changing under because it's part of web dependent starter, so you can change in there. And also in memory database H2. Now what's dependency injection? Dependency injection provide a way to implement IOC that allow you to inject dependency into a component rather than creating them internally. Now, why do we need the dependency injection? So advantage to dependency injection, so can improve code reusability because we can create a bin object in all the bin object must register into IOC container, and then we can search in the dependency based on their name or type, and then we can just review the bin. So we call this one bin injection, and also can decouple component logic. Also makes it easier to intain the application classes, and also is the unit testing of application through mocking, doubling injected dependency, and also reduce something here. Now you can see now how does Spring IOC container work. So IOC container is used to manage object creation. The object creation is mean being creation. So we create a being using the being annotation, and also being lifecycle and dependency management. Now how to inject being in the Spring? There are three different type of injection: setter injection, conjunctor injection, and the field injection. And then if you mention the three injection, the interviewer will keep asking, it may keep asking what is the best injection. So it's the next question. Just compare these two. So I would say you have to answer conjunctor injection is best. It provides the immutability. So since dependency are provided during object creation, the object can be made immutable. So immutable, no one can change it after once you create it. So it's very important point, right? So which is beneficial for thread safety. It also can make thread safety. Mandatory dependencies ensures that all required dependencies are provided in the time of object creation, preventing the object from being in a incomplete state. Okay, now here's for the setter. setter injection is more flexibility. So dependency can be changed or updated at any runtime, providing greater flexibility. Sometimes the flexibility is very good, but sometimes if I create a bean, I create an object creation, but someone change it. So I couldn't find the object in the IOC container. It's problem, right? How can it can mess out everything? So that's why we need to use the constructor injection. Yeah, no one can change it. So what is the secure dependency? So constructor constructor dependency can make secure dependency. The secure dependency is a situation where two or more beings in Spring application contact depend on each other directly or indirectly. Okay, now here three approach can handle this one. So we can refactor your code to remove the secure reference. So you can create a separate class or interface. Those two classes can implement or extend the two classes. Extend the class, right? Now second approach. So why constant secure dependence? Uh, because last one I say is immutable, right? So here say dependency applied during object creation, the object can be made immutable. So this is what sometimes we call the constructor injection. So now we need to make it's mandatory. Also, it's mandatory. So now we go to next question. Here's user setter injection. We know we mentioned here's wait. Here I mentioned is for flexibility, right? So here we can use the setter injection to decouple the relationship between those two classes. And then also we can use lazy initialization. Now, what is a bean? Bean is an object that is instantiated, assembled, and managed by IOC containers. Now, what is the use of bean annotation? So bean annotation, which is applied on a method to specify that it return a bean to be managed by a Spring context. Now, how to configure and create bean in Spring? So we have annotation bean configuration. So we have the service annotation, component annotation, or we have XML based configuration. Actually, this one is only we can see this one in the Spring, but nowadays we are almost mainly using the Spring Boot. So you will not see this one. You will not see this configuration anymore. But if you are the senior, you may know this one. And also Java based configuration. Now starting from the Spring 3.0, so we can configure Spring Bean using Java programs. Some important annotations used for Java based configuration are configuration annotation, component scan annotation, and the bean annotation. So thank you for watching this video.